This video is gonna be epic, cause I'm a cowboy. Oh man.
And now your mama knows.
What's going on, guys? So I wanted to weigh in on this subject, and I was just waiting, listening to everybody else talk about this. But this story broke on Friday or somewhere around there, where Bloomberg said PlayStation Spartacus should be announced next week, which today is Sunday, and so any day next week. I personally am excited because I was a diehard PlayStation fan, and I also was a person who gave a lot of stock into Game Pass, meaning I said it is the future of gaming. It's going to have a big place in gaming, and so much so that I was actually thinking before Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 came out that if I got a new console or jumped in a new ecosystem, maybe it would be Xbox because they were allowing you to play so many games. Now, the only issue with that is, yes, Game Pass has a lot of value because you get day and date Microsoft exclusive Xbox games, but I'm a Sony fan, so that doesn't scratch the itch, right? So it doesn't matter if they was giving away games for free, it still wouldn't be the games that I'm accustomed to and the games that I would prefer to have, right? And that also leads me to this. People think if they don't do day and date games, meaning Sony Spartacus, that they're dead on arrival. But I don't think that's the case, because even though people say it's what they're going to use to rival Game Pass, you still have no options to get those games that won't be added to PlayStation Spartacus day and date, because you can't get them from Game Pass anyway. So even if you say,
if God of War isn't day and date, Spartacus is a failure.
well, what's my options? Can I get it on Game Pass? I can't. So that really doesn't matter. So everyone using that narrative really doesn't matter, because unless you can actually tell me here's where you could get something else, then it really matters, because now you gave me an option. But if there is no option, then guess what? Everybody's going to continue to buy the great Sony exclusive games day and date. That's just what they're going to do. Now, here's my thing. I'm a cloud gamer, so I'm a Stadia fan. Big Stadia fan. I play 99% of my game in there, and I only rent PlayStation games that's not on Stadia that my wife and I like to play together. And I rent them from GameFly, I beat them, and then I simply send them back. So for me, PlayStation Spartacus is going to have to really do something big with their cloud gaming. Like, they're going to have to step it up. They're going to have to at least, right, allow me to play the web browser on mobile devices, right? Because maybe they won't come out with the app dedicated to PlayStation Now, but at least if I could play the games via web browser on my phone, right? And then that means web browser I could play on my PC or wherever. But they're going to have to really, really support cloud gaming. Now, as far as day and date games, you don't really have to do that for me, right? Meaning the Sony exclusive, but I would like third-party day and date games, right? If you don't do that at all, it would be a harder sell for me. Well, another thing is that I guess for the future of the service, you could eventually get the 4K and stuff like that in the cloud, but I don't need that. You give me 1080/30, I'm still good. That's just me personally. I know some people might want 60 frames per second, but I could deal with the 30 for now, because I think everybody's going to be pushing their service to get better and better. And as far as what we could expect in the tiers, me personally, I'm not a big fan of the older games, so being able to say, hey, you got a massive library from PlayStation 1, 2, and 3, that's not a big deal to me. But I know a lot of people like the older games, but for me, I'm not that swayed. And I heard that that might be part of the most expensive tier. I think there are going to be 3 tiers, and so it doesn't really pull me. I know one of the things in the tiers is supposed to be extended demos, meaning you could get a day and date game and play that game for like 6 hours. So let's say something like God of War, which is definitely longer than 6 hours, to be able to play the beginning of the game for 6 hours might be cool, but it doesn't wow me either. Me personally, if they brought like the Sony exclusives 6 months later, I think that will be a good thing as well. But I don't know how they're really going to arrange the tiers. Me personally, I will be looking at the most expensive tier because, for me to be able to get everything, because I feel like I'm more into cloud gaming, and I feel like they're focused more on cloud gaming to bring the older games, and I think they're going to start throwing in newer games. So the question is, how would the tiers go to affect me? So I'm probably going to have to be in the most expensive tier when I think about it. But we seen Shadow Warrior came out day and date on PlayStation Now. So I think that's showing a little hints of some day and date games, especially for third party. But those are a couple things that I personally need Spartacus to do if it wants to get my attention. But I'm really excited. I wouldn't mind having a service that I could play games on a subscription via the cloud from PlayStation. And my main games where I buy games would be on Stadia. But I'll say this.
And hear me out, PlayStation.
If you guys so choose to decide and allow us to purchase games via the cloud, like Stadia, then that's a game changer, because Stadia is the only platform that allows you to buy your games and be able to play them on their service in the cloud, because you're buying it from their specific storefront, right? Now, I know GFN, you could buy your games on Steam and Epic, but you're buying them on Steam and Epic, right? And then GFN allows you to play them through their cloud service. But I would love to see PlayStation say, you know what? We're going to jump over Microsoft, because Microsoft said they will be doing that at some point. So PlayStation come out the gate and say, listen, you could purchase this game and play it on our cloud service.
That would be cool.
All the people who, let's say they don't care about cloud that much, well, they got the native hardware anyway, right? But somebody like me, I would just like to play that game. And again, 1080, 30 wouldn't bother me that much as the future gets better and brighter. But those are my thoughts, guys. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to hearing Project Spartacus tomorrow around 6:40 on my channel, 6:40 Eastern. I'll be doing a stream called The Future of Gaming, and we'll just be talking about all the different services and platforms and who's actually ahead and who look like they're leading. So, guys, this is a great time to be a gamer. I'm super excited for Project Spartacus. Let's see what Sony could do. Let's see how they jump in the ring and get a little bit more recognition on them, because they're already the leaders when it comes to console sales, right? So we know that their platform has, just a massive amount of people in their community, their player base. But let's see what they could do, because Microsoft is killing things when it comes to gaming subscriptions. Well, with that said, guys, I'm out of here. And I hope you realize, and now your mama knows.
And now your mama knows.